Welcome to this week's podcast. My name is Tim Weigel. I'm the statewide grape and hops IPM specialist with the New York State IPM program and also with the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program. And today is the second week of September, and I want to talk to you about spotted lanternfly once again. We're at the point where spotted lanternfly has moved through the 4 instars and is in the adult stage. And the adult, if you've been listening to any of the podcasts about spotted lanternfly or heard any of the information, the adults are excellent hitchhikers. So if you're heading down to southeast Pennsylvania into New Jersey, and just a little alert, New Jersey has added 5 more counties to their quarantine because they found infestation. So it's basically all the counties that are along the Pennsylvania border in that southeast section are now quarantined areas. So the New York State external quarantine, if you're driving down into that area, you're stopping into the quarantined area. You must have a permit if you're a business. So you go online, the Pennsylvania or Penn State has a nice website. You can do the permit training there. New York State doesn't have its own permit training, so you're allowed to use the one from Penn State. Go on there, do your permit training. Basically, you're going to get trained on what to look for, how to identify the spotted lanternfly, and some of the little key concepts to keep you from bringing it back with you. So, what are some of the concepts? If you're driving down into the area and you stop for any reason other than getting gas, or if you have a breakdown, you have to have that permit. But let's say you go down and you stop. You're delivering a load of grapes and you go down and you stop. You want to make sure that your windows are rolled up. Don't stop under trees because the spotted lanternfly are often in the trees. Don't park it right next to vineyards. Right now they're heavy in vineyards, as seen by these pictures. They've been spraying for spotted lanternfly in the vineyards and they're still coming in. So be very careful about that. So before you leave, check your vehicle, make sure there's no spotted lanternfly adults on the vehicle, inside the vehicle. If you have a box truck or a pickup truck that has a lid on the back, make sure that you keep that closed, the doors closed, the lids down when you're going inside or you're shifting things around. Don't leave it open because the spotted lanternfly adults are great at going in there. If you're picking up bins, make sure that you're checking the bins out, that you're not bringing any hitchhikers with you. So if you have friends that are coming up from the any of the quarantine areas, make sure that you check their cars as well. It's really important, even if they know what they're doing. We just had a report from Westchester County over in eastern New York that a master gardener who had gone through all the trainings, knew about spotted lanternfly, they had gone down to the quarantine zone. They thought they checked everything out. When they got back, they found a spotted lanternfly adult. So it goes to show, even if you have all the training in the world, sometimes these guys are so good at hitchhiking, they're going to sneak in. And that brings up an excellent point. If you're purchasing anything from the quarantine area in either Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Jersey, there's one county in Virginia that has an infestation. If you're purchasing anything from anywhere that has an infestation, don't just think that the person who's bringing it to you has already checked that out. They're going to try their best, but it's up to you to check out the shipment that comes up. Make sure you look at their truck. Look at whatever they're using to bring that up to you to make sure that there's no spotted lanternfly that's hitchhiking, because we really don't want it up here. Heather Leach, who is the spotted lanternfly coordinator with Penn State Cooperative Extension, sent me some pictures. We were talking, and it looks like they really like vineyards. So the first year of a heavy infestation, heavy feeding, the following year you don't have a crop, so there's no return crop the next year. And if you have heavy feeding the following year, so the second year, that can lead to vine death. So we really do not want to have spotted lanternfly come up to any of the grape regions in New York. So stay vigilant, keep your eyes out. If you have any questions about spotted lanternfly, Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions or you have suggestions for a future podcast. Please leave them in the comment section below.